Sometimes you're heading towards a problem and then it's better to just get ahead of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start with this video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you haven't already catch on what I'm talking about, we're back on the VTR and we've got some head issues. So let me show you guys exactly what I mean. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so it looks like we are actually further back and this is part 3 and the engine's dismantled again. What's going on here? You can see on this side there's 2 cranks. This is the one that came out of this engine. So where did this one come from? Well guys, as you know, I think in the previous video we had some head issues and that was a bit problematic because the cams are stuffed on these lips. So in the end we've got cams that's gonna get stuck. As you guys can see, if I press down on it, I can't even rotate it. Alright, so what do? I bought another engine, but I've already dismantled it because the block itself is not good. The casing broke, but the pistons are good. The crank is very good, better than mine. This means again new bearings for this block. So I had to order bearings again. It's on back order, so we'll have to wait a bit for that. But while we are waiting for the new bearings to come for this block, I'm going to start with these heads. And this is the old head, this is the old cams, this is the new head. This is for the front. I've still got the rear head here, which is, it's okay, it's good. I'm going to still, well, so you guys can see that. I'm going to still take it apart and do it properly. Might as well, we've got time now. The back order on these bearings is going to be about 30 to 60 days. This is from Honda themselves, nobody else has stock. Alright guys, so over here, this is, I have to mention, this block had valves in it, but they were all bent. And this is because of a timing chain issue. But the block itself, or the head itself, is still good. So I took out the valves from my old one and I've cleaned up this one already. This is what they look like, and that's exactly what I'm going to take apart the other head to clean up the valves, because I know for sure they look the same. So first off, sorry for the bad lighting. My lights are going at, I don't know what's happening, so I've ordered new lights and they're on the way. So first off, let's clean the intake valves and the exhaust valves. And because this is YouTube, voila. So now that these are clean, we're going to lap them inside of this new head. So if we turn this over, we want this to seat exactly in there. So first off, I think I'm just going to clean off the head surface and then we'll start prepping it to do the valve seating. Because just for you guys, this is a very soft brush, it won't damage the head. Okay, so with that being clean, I'm just gonna wipe it off. And then we'll start on doing the valve seating. So I bought this grinding paste. It's got a coarse end, it's got a fine end. I'm going directly for the fine end, just because I know that these seats are still very good and the valves are still very good. So I want to grind too deep into it. Now of course, you've got your little plunger thingy. So I'm going to start with the exhaust side. Apply a dab into exhaust valve. Let me know in the comments if this is how you guys do it. I've honestly got no idea. This is just from what I saw. So if you have a different method, please let me know. I would be interested to know. Really struggling with this just to get it to stick to the valve. But you guys get the drift. So I'm going to do all 4 of them and then we'll see if it actually worked. Sorry, before I do all 4, I've started this one and you can see that there's a little line that creates, and the same line is creating on the head. So that's a good indicator that it is actually working. I've cleaned it off, but I'm struggling for it to just get stuck onto the valve and then actually stay there and turn. So maybe just gonna use a little bit less grinding paste, because it feels like it is a binding. Okay, so I think I've got them lapped. So all I'm going to do now is turn this head around, install the valve springs, and then we'll do a test to see if it is actually not leaking. And I'll show you guys, if you don't know the test, use compressed air, and that's actually a very good method to test it. I'll turn them around. They already have the valve stem seals in them. Maybe that was why it was difficult to turn it. Of course, the VTR has a double spring, so just remember that. And then I'm going to use my other tool. So I bought this valve spring compressor tool, and already found a hack to make it a bit easier on myself. Okay, so the trick is to compress the spring and then put these collets in there. To do that, we'll have to turn the head side. Just going to try to get this in first and then I'll show you guys. With very bad lighting, you guys can't really see in there. But now I need to compress that, and they give you this little key to turn and then compress the spring. Okay, so I figured from the top might be a bit better to see. So we've got this compressed, and hopefully the head won't fall off. Okay, I'm going to try this a bit manually. So you see I have to get those collets in there. Okay, I'm going to use these long nose pliers. And as you guys can see, this is quite tedious to do. I'm really trying to show you guys and manage camera work at once. Yo, this is hard. Okay, that's one in. So we need another one to go in as well. Make sure the right side is at the top. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, and we're back. We found it. Okay. So to get this one in, it's gonna be even harder. Geez, you guys can't see anything. I'm just gonna put it in quickly. That literally took like forever to do. Let me show you guys before I release the spring. There it's in. Okay, so when we just release it, jeez boys, that's one done. I'm glad this is not a freaking V8. Whew. I can't imagine doing that the whole time. Anyways, gonna do all of them quickly, and then I'll catch you guys again. Wish me luck. Aha! So I found the correct way to do this. Turning into a master mechanic. Anyways guys, so you put your things in, the springs, whatever. Take your little collets and you put them in beforehand. Press them all in, put in with your fingers. It's as deep as it'll go. Then you take your compressor tool. Oopsie, sorry. We're going to compress it. See? And then while you are compressing the spring, just press down on your finger. Press down on those collets. They look to be in place now, and then I'm just going to release the one is not in place. Compress it again. Just want to see what's going on here. Why are you not cooperating when I'm making videos? Yes, and with this bad lighting that I've got at the moment, sorry guys. Okay, so this one is stuffing me up. I'm gonna take it out again. Come boy. I've got one. There's one in there now. At the moment, it's not gonna catch. That's fine. Because what I'm gonna do now is, when we get to the top like this, I'm just gonna insert it again. It was overlapping on the other one. I guess because I was so excited to show you guys I found a method and now it's not working. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully it will do it this time. There we go. Okay, it's in place. And then we just release the spring. Oops. Lekker guys. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now is put in the spark plug. And this is just to seal it, obviously. This is not a working spark plug. Anyway, these guys take the D8EA spark plug. Okay, so I just made some blue water just to show you guys. I'm going to fold this up to the top. And I'm still going to do the other head as well, because why not? So I'm going to take my little air compressed tool and put it in on the intake, and this is the exhaust. You see the bubbles there? That one is leaking, and this is the head that I haven't done yet. Okay, so exhaust valve is leaking. See this one? Sorry about that. So the exhaust valve is still leaking. I'll have to do that one again. No good. Intake valves, didn't see it well. I'll have to do them. This intake valve and that exhaust valve is very bad. Okay, so that's how I check it. I'm going to take this apart again, reseat them. Alright guys, so I just redid all of them again. So we're going to see if they are leaking now. Small bubble there, I think I'm using too much pressure anyways. And that looks good to me. So yeah, this head is good to go. If you guys have any advice on how to use this tool to stick onto that, because that's been really a struggle of mine, so I would highly appreciate that. Just stop there. So yeah, if anybody got advice, please just comment down below, and I would highly appreciate that. So on this new head there's only one thing left to do, and that's swapping out this rubber piece. On this one you can see somebody did cut out this little buffer plate, and it's there for a reason. I mean, the engineers spent time on this, and you can't question the Japanese. So we're just going to replace that one there with the one of my old head, and the rubber is very, it's okay. So I'm not going to put the shims in right now. I think that will be later when we assemble the block again. Then I'll work out what the shim sizes needs to be, and we'll also then have to do the timing chains on that, and that's why you can't do the shims before you put on the timing chain, I guess. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm not taking any chances. So I want to thank you guys for watching. This had been a hectic video. Had to redo this head twice. So I'm not going to do the other head on video. I'll do it on the side, and once we get all the parts of the engine, I'll show you guys exactly that everything is 100%. So we will get to that whenever the bearings eventually arrive. I think that's the only part I'm waiting for. There's nothing else I'm waiting for at the moment. So guys, if you did like this video, please hit the subscribe button and also the like button. Keep safe. Cheers.